village right here in front of us. It's a meet the breeds activation, and we've got all sorts of different dogs that you get to meet and interact with. And I'm lucky here to have Chris with her Rottweilers, and Chris participates with her family at all my events, and she showcases her beautiful Reimer Rottweilers, Reimer's Rottweilers, and they are a breed from Germany. Now, the Rottweiler was considered an all-round farm dog. This is a very intelligent breed that could bark, it could herd, and it could guard as well, and it's a family pet in Rottweil, Germany, in the region there. It was also known as a butcher's dog. What they would do is, this dog was so powerful, especially in the chest, that they could use him as a carting dog. So they would take the meat to the butcher's shop and then keep the money around the collar so that nobody would steal it from them. Chris, you dedicated so much of your life to this breed. Why was it the Rottweiler for you?
Because I had a 3/4 Rottweiler and 1/4 Shepherd that we adopted when it was a puppy. Best dog I ever owned with my kids, and that was it. I never Rottweiler.
Now, some people have the wrong idea of a Rottweiler, and they had a bit of a bad reputation, particularly about 30 years ago. Can you describe what the Rottweiler's temperament should be if bred properly?
It should be stable, it should be calm, confident, and some can be a little aloof with strangers, but then they shouldn't be welcoming people in that you haven't welcomed in.
They should have a sensibility to themselves.
Yes.
Now, the Rottweiler is a powerful breed, and it's an intelligent breed, so you have to be very careful when they're young that you socialize them and train them properly. What kind of advice do you give your puppy buyers when they take home the puppies from you?
Socialize. Handle them. Don't reward anxiety. Lead your dog. If you're not leading, it might create an anxiety for your dog, because the dog thinks it has to protect you and them. So you need to put the time and the work in. Do training. Go to take obedience classes. I also include socialization sessions, as many as people want, the first year they have my dogs, so that I can address any issues that come up, and so that so I'm part of the solution, not the problem.
Absolutely. Now, you are a breeder who's always there for your puppy buyers from the moment you sell them to the moment the dog goes. Do you get any green flags for a breeder? Because a Rottweiler is a beautiful dog, it's an intelligent dog, and it can be a popular dog at times, and sometimes the wrong people get involved in breeding the Rottweiler. What would you say are some green flags, some things to look for in a good breeder?
Someone who's showing, because even though you say I don't want a show dog, if they're not showing, how do you know that you're breeding the dog to the breed standard? The breed, when they're showing, they're being judged on whether or not they fit the breed standard, which is part of confirmation and health. You want to make sure they've got all the health testing done, not just one or two things, and transparency. More than anything, you want transparency, that they're willing to show you the pedigree, they're willing to show you the health clearances. You know, that if they're at a show, hey, come on out, come see us. Those are green flags.
Absolutely, and I think this is what you do really well, is you always welcome people into your booth and invite them to meet your dogs and get an idea of what the adult dog is like. All puppies are adorable, however, these are going to grow up to be powerful dogs. So you want to make sure that the family is the right fit for a Rottweiler. What would you say a right fit for a Rottweiler would be?
A family that's somewhat active. They don't have to be super active, but they have to be willing to include the dog in their life, not leave the dog home all the time. This dog likes to be with their people. Now, some of it also is, what is your lifestyle like? Some people have a really active, busy lifestyle. So for the people that do a lot of hiking or run 5Ks and want a dog to come with them, I will pair them with a dog that has the energy to keep up with that. For families that have a lot of children that are really active, I'll pair them with a puppy that has lower energy, lower drive, so it's not going to fit.
Now, it is a good note that Chris mentions here. When you go to a reputable breeder, for the most part, they will place the puppy that they find appropriate to the home. I think a lot of people think they're going to go to a breeder's house, they're going to sit down on the ground and take the first puppy that comes to them. You have to trust a reputable breeder because they know this family of dogs and they know this puppy. They've raised them and they're going to put their aces in their places. Can we talk about the coat of the Rottweiler? What color do they come in, and is there any grooming required, and do they shed?
They shed twice a year. They can shed a little bit throughout the year, but easy enough to sweep or vacuum. They come in black and tan, black and mahogany, black and rust. Any other covers are throwbacks, and you could also be a fan of the health issues.
Absolutely. Now, we were talking earlier about the Doberman and that the albino Doberman is not really acceptable. And the reason for that is not because we're going to be dog show people in stock. It's that when you have these colors that are rare, oftentimes genetic and health problems occur at the same time. So breeders are trying to avoid that. And any good breeder, like Chris, is hoping to get healthy, happy dogs for the life of the dog. If you want to get in touch with me today, Chris has a beautiful big booth right 2 rows down. And do you have a website or a Facebook group people can look into?
I do, both. My website is www.reimerswray.ca. Sorry.
That's right. You can look up, it's Reimer's Rottweilers. Reimer's Rottweiler, look that up on Google if you get in touch with Chris. She's always happy to talk to you about all things Rotties. Thank you so much for being part of our events always and taking part and letting everyone cuddle your beautiful Rottweilers. They have exceptional temperaments, and this is a dog that you really do want to meet. So if you want to go to the Breeders' Village, Chris and her family are just 2 rows up there with the Rottweiler. You can't miss them. Thank you, Chris. So the Rottweiler comes from Germany, and it's a working dog. And coming up next, we got a dog